Apparently not then.
Sorry, just my end, not my mic cut out a bit.
Yep, everyone ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
You can calm down.
I was making a SpongeBob reference.
Yes, I realised.
We know.
Eliza, Lumi, Nicasta, and Iris, are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're ready.
I think we're ready.
Lumi? Lumi!
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Ah, there we go.
There we go. Now we can hear you.
So, I think, how about we start off today's session with a legend, straight away.
Ooh, legend time.
Now,
Let's gather around the campfire for a story.
Now, I'll give you guys a choice this time. Do you want to hear about the seasons or the woods?
Seasons.
What is this?
I'm gonna go seasons.
2 for seasons? What about you, Eliza and Lumi?
Aw.
Okay.
Sure. Seasons sound good. Seems like relevant information.
About 900 years after the planes merged, so we've finally aligned to the merging of the material plane. This created plane, however, which has a total of 8 seasons. They say the god of planet energy, Germany, finally made a deal with the gods of weather to realign the planar winds of the ethereal to the material. Nowadays, young children learn the small nursery rhyme. When the planar winds blow like an elemental, you flee west to the sun. Then comes the ice giant to keep you on the run, before the rain washes him away for fun. But stay protected against the curses of the green hag before you think you have won. Then prepare for Narinda, or at least what comes with one. Then comes the heat, the perfect time to plant before the longer days come again. And after that, Eliza, Lumi, Nicasta, and Iris, I believe you guys are all heading to the tower.
I'm in the prison.
I do know that. So, what are you four doing?
Well, I assume contemplating, how to get back at these guards.
Or get me.
That's in the plan.
That's what
That's in the process.
First, when you get there in one piece.
True.
Well, it's only daytime. I assume the daytime's pretty safe, right? It's only when it's not daytime we have to worry. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
You never say that.
Eliza, Lumi, Nicasta, and Iris, you guys are heading along this dirt road. You're a decent way away from the sort of first building you ever went to, the farmhouse, really. And up upon the horizon, you can see what seems to be a small village coming into view.
A village.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Do we know if this is the village that we are looking for?
He did say follow the dirt road.
Okay. Do we just want to walk in normally then?
Yeah. Lumi, you can walk up there normally. Is everyone else walking up to the village normally?
Yeah. I guess
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys head towards the village. And as you sort of enter in, you can see some older houses, and there's quite a few people just sort of milling around. Some have what seem to be fresh scars on their face. There's one guy who's got like this sort of pig arm, who's busy just sort of hauling some wood into the centre of the village. A little bit further on, you guys see this sort of scene as sitting at what seems to be this memorial. There seems to be a sort of decently young woman, maybe 23, 26, is just sort of sitting down on her knees and just bawling her eyes out. She's wearing just sort of some very commoner standard sort of clothes, and she seems very down. Everyone else is sort of milling around uncertainly.
I wonder what happened here.
We should go ask the sad lady.
So Iris, do you want to go ask the sad lady?
Yeah, I want to go talk to her.
Yeah,
See what's wrong.
as you fly up to go talk to her and see what's wrong, you see someone just sort of puts a hand in front of you, motioning to you to stop, and you see this half-elf human just sort of shake his head at you. Now's not the time.
Do you know what's wrong?
He sort of looks around and sort of gestures for you to come take a seat over at some of these cut logs. Well, it's been a bit difficult here recently. I've had attacks. That woman over there, she just recently lost her son. He was only 6 years old to the attacks.
What are the town guards doing about these attacks?
Town guards.
Who's attacking?
We're fairly certain that it's an necromancer, and they think the worked out who it is. They come in the dead of night, we never see who it is. But some of the villagers spotted a few days ago the boy sort of summoning undead from the graves, and we think he's got something to do with it. But to be honest, even if it turns out he wasn't the one doing it, I don't blame the guards for jumping to conclusions.
Oh no.
Does this happen every night?
Yeah. The past few weeks, everyone's getting a bit desperate. She might have only just lost her son, but fortunately enough, she hasn't lost anyone else. But she has lost most of her family, which is saddening, to be quite frank. But she's not the only one. Also, if my mic keeps going green and you're trying to be silent because you think I'm going to keep talking, it's just flickering green.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I don't want to interrupt you.
Anyway, what brings you newcomers here? I don't recognize any of you.
We need some equipment and supplies. Be on our way.
Equipment and supplies. Since the freeze is on its way, I'm afraid, as a village, we don't have much to spare in returns for little to no benefit. However, there is something you could potentially help with. You see, if you could take care or, like, figure out what's hunting us down, what's killing our children in the dead of night, then I'm certain we could at least help with some provisions in return.
Children. Is it targeting children?
Yeah. Children. Sometimes young women as well.
If it was a zombie, it would target indiscriminately.
Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think it's no zombie.
Humans are more like that. Humans target those weaker than them.
Unless it's some smart monster. Those things don't know when to quit.
Yeah, boy.
That sounds like something that we could attempt to do. What do you think, guys?
You know my story.
We can definitely help out. But we should probably go check on the person in the prison.
Do you have someone stuck in the prison? I think I saw one of the guards he'd passed earlier.
Oh, thanks. Can you point us in the direction of the prison so we can go check out our friend? Make sure they're okay.
Yes, I can. Actually, if you guys are willing to try and take care of that monster, then maybe I can help your friend out temporarily. Get him at least free for now until you guys take care of that thing.
That would be helpful.
Great.
But how would you be able to do that?
I've gone my ways. Anyway, I think I can at least find you guys a bit of help. Come on. Let's go. And he sort of gets up from his log and begins sort of hobbling towards the sort of northern east of this town. Come on. We don't have all day. You don't want to be here tonight, that's for sure.
Okay, we're just gonna follow him.
Yeah. And as you guys sort of follow him, he sort of gives a quick glance towards the woman before eventually leading you guys to what seems to be a very sort of old style county jail. And he sort of begins walking up the steps and heads in. Hey, we've got some visitors. Yeah, and it's you four. And you immediately see one of the guards from earlier. Here to see
Still scared shitless?
Oh,
Not so much anymore. Anyway,
Sorry about that.
go see your friend. He's in jail cell number 4 to the right.
Okay, piss baby.
Can I roll a perception check to hear if he misgendered me again?
Sure.
Damn it, 4. No.
Nope, you don't hear it.
Damn it, I just wanted to yell from the cell.
And yeah, you guys can sort of head in, and sure enough, fourth cell to the right, you find Eve sort of next to a cell with another person. This sort of older guy.
Weren't we in the same cell?
No, you were not.
Oh, okay.
Directly next to each other, though.
Okay. Guys, over here! And you just see my hand waving from the cell.
Hello there.
Oh, that's your
Really
first time in
treating
prison.
you.
Not actually my first time.
How many times have you gotten caught before?
Not by any true government. More family issues.
Sounds like
Boring.
you got some pretty poor family there. Boy. Oh, girl, sorry.
Yeah, worse than you think.
Ugh. Tell me about it. Anyway, my friend should be here in a few seconds till he had us out. Though, I do have to warn you, if you take the easy way out, you're going to have to help me out with something.
Help you out with what?
Killing whatever's taking the younger ones.
Wait,
Family
something's taking
zombie.
children?
It's what they're calling all the zombie attacks, but it's definitely more human than zombie.
Yeah, figured that. It just doesn't
Humans
seem...
attack children.
It just doesn't seem right. This one gets
Yeah,
it.
it's pretty normal for humans.
As it's mentioning that it's attacking children, you can just see Eve's eyes. She just looks angry.
Oh, looks like you want to come join me. Well,
Now it looks like she's about to murder someone.
Same with Eve.
well then, I believe...
Kira doesn't look mad. She just looks scary.
Mix of mad and wanting to murder something.
Oh yes, could you actually introduce me to all your friends? I don't believe I know their names yet, Eve.
Well, I gesture to them. Well, I think they can introduce themselves.
My name's Eliza. I'm not from around here, but I'm pretty good at killing people who hurt kids.
Nice to have you join me. What about you, Free?
Who is he talking about exactly?
You, Nicasta, and Iris.
I will help. Since you have helped us.
Yourself, please. People some days.
Ah, yes. You would like my name. Of course.
Yes.
My name is Alara.
Nice to meet you, Alara. And what about the remaining two?
I'm Iris, and this is Nakaste.
Okay. Pleasure. Well, anyway. Well, that's honestly, quite frankly, perfect timing, as he sort of turns round to the sort of guy you met earlier.
Of course.
Well then, did you negotiate with him? I did. Oh, yes. And he just quickly grabs out from his pocket. I'm gonna need to brand you temporarily, if you wish to complete the job. It won't allow you out of this region to complete it. But it's better than sitting in prison.
I just stick my head up. Fine. I don't like it, but fine.
Yeah, and he immediately sort of stamps onto you. It, like, hurts for, like, a brief second. And there's, like, some sort of regional stamp on your left hand.
Would I recognize it at all from my backstory?
You would not.
Okay.
None of you would. And he goes over and stamps the other guy as well. And you see the guard who's also with him, opens up both cells. There you go.
I just realized Mikasa got branded like a castle would.
No, Nikasa didn't get branded.
Oh, okay.
You're the
Only I did.
one in jail after all.
Yeah, no, that's understandable that only I did.
Well then, you're free to go. Now, no more causing trouble. Call that.
I was only trying to protect a kid.
Doing too much, if you ask me. And he just sort of like grumpily walks away. You can hear sort of like his metal boots clicking on the ground. Anyway.
Fancy metal boots.
I suggest you guys check out some of the old ruins. If you're looking for supplies, you might be able to find some there. Any sort of.
But I at least has the bit of leather that I came in with.
Oh.
But
I'll go talk to the guard about that.
yeah,
Yes, it
you
can-
guys can keep the money. I understand that it will be tight.
And he sort of like ducks around the corner and grabs out like the piece of leather. There you go. Not entirely sure why you're so interested in your leather. But,
Magic. For a spell called Mage Armor, it's a component for it. I just stuff it into my pocket.
How many of you guys are spellcasters by any chance?
Well, you know I am.
What about the rest of you? Anyone else a spellcaster?
Not currently.
Yes.
Is there a yes I hear? Well, for you two, I would recommend... How much do you two know about crafting?
I know a bit, but very little, honestly.
Well then, I might as well...
Not a whole lot.
A whole lot. He sort of begins to sort of to head out of the jail.
I follow him.
I'll follow him.
So, in terms of crafting, you can craft all sorts of stuff. Bases, houses, magic items, you name it. But I think a good thing for you guys to at least get started on, considering your spellcasters, is at least basic makeshift wand. Won't be the best, but it'll help you out.
Okay. Out of character, would I know what one's used for?
I would say it's fairly normal. It's sort of like an arcane focus.
Okay.
What's an arcane focus?
An arcane focus is basically, it holds your material components for like a spell.
Huh.
It means you don't need it, depending on the type. There's also things called component pouches as well. Better if you know like different schools of magic.
I know a few.
Anyway, for crafting, I would say you're gonna need at least some very nice sort of carved wood. It's probably gonna take you about an hour to make. And I would suggest maybe finding a feather or some snake skin or some sort of gem to imbue it with. And you should be at least able to craft like a basic focus from that. Nothing too fancy, but it'll do.
Okay.
And I assume the rest of you guys are fighters.
Yup. Well, Costa is at least.
I'm more of a long-range specialist.
Well, for you guys at least, I would say, head sort of over the rise, and it sort of points sort of south. Head down that way and look for some of the old ruins. You might be able to find some old weapons there. I don't think anyone's looted it because the weapons are so old by now. But it will at least help you out because these are the looks at you guys' hilts. You don't seem to be particularly armed at this point in time.
Yeah, seems like the only one that is armed is, and I point to Nicasta, who has the scythe.
Anyway, I've got some stuff to go deal with. I'm a busy man after all. But I think your friend over there is going to at least help you out somewhat. Anyway, good luck. I wish you guys well. For the sake of
I give him a nod.
And he exits the building.
So, we need to go find some stuff for weapons and stuff. Where do you guys want to go first? We could either head to the forest and look for like birds' nests and stuff, and even make a crude bow for you. And I gesture to Eliza. Hang on. Sorry, I just had to clear my throat. Or we could head straight to the ruins. The only spell that I have that requires a component is my mage armor, which I'm going to cast on myself now. By the way, quick question. Yeah, duration is 8 hours, but will it consume the component or no? Because
It
it
does
usually
not
doesn't.
consume components unless it says it consumes a component.
Okay, so my AC is now. My AC is now 15.
Okay. Well, I'll just go with whatever you guys have planned, okay? I don't really care. I've got my weapon. I'll just help out however.
Thanks.
No, don't mention it. I want to find whatever's doing the sort of killing, too. Like this one here, he just immediately points back to Eliza.
I'm gonna need a weapon.
Yeah. I would say a weapon would be you guys' best bet. But whatever's killing all these people is probably pretty dangerous. So anything else you can find is...
A person.
Person? Might be. Might not be. Who knows at this point?
If we can get some basic weapons, we could potentially hunt some game and make armor out of the hide.
True.
Even if it's crude armor, armor is armor. I can't cast my mage armor spell forever. I can only cast it twice at the moment. And I have another spell that I'd prefer to use in emergencies if needed. But my spells I use to attack, I can cast endlessly.
Maybe we deal with the weapons people then. So he sort of
Yes,
points to like Nakas, Eluma, and Eliza. What you got? What are you guys planning? Like, you got a plan at all?
Nope.
Oh, that's just great. We've got no plan.
How about we go?
Weapons. Great.
Let's go to the ruins first. I'll be fine without the focus that he mentioned for now.
Sure.
So I can still deal out damage.
And he immediately sort of goes to leave the building. Well, come on then.
I will follow him.
Anything the rest of you guys are doing?
Alright.
Yep, you're following.
We'll follow him.
Everyone
Yes,
is
we'll
following.
just follow.
And
Yep.
everyone give me a perception check, please.
Okay.
Nope, that's a 4.
9.
I got an 8.
You need me to persuade someone +5.
Eliza, you're the only one to really notice this, but as you guys all exit sort of the prison, you see the woman that's sort of grieving outside is sort of being comforted by one of the guards you saw earlier, one of the 2 guards, and you see he brings out a small pouch, with the coins. Goes, I'm sorry about your losses. Not just of your son, but of your husband recently. And he just hands it to her and just sort of pats her on the shoulder and sort of gets up and walks away.
See, now aren't you glad we didn't try to murder them?
I'm pretty sure Eliza was the only one who noticed that.
Eliza, you gonna do anything?
I'll just remember that.
Okay. And you guys head off towards the ruins. And as you guys head towards the ruins, you really do not see the ruins whatsoever. The grass over here is fairly tall, and you guys do not see anything whatsoever. I'm certain they're around here somewhere, but I don't see him. I might have gotten lost. Just a bit. Well, that's embarrassing.
I'd like to climb a tree. See
This
if I
is a
can see the
plain.
ruin.
This is nowhere near the forest.
Oh. There's gotta be a tree around here somewhere if we keep walking.
Give me an investigation check, please, Alara.
Guys, have a quick look in the Hellraiser general.
Can we?
13.
With a 13, you begin sort of looking around, and you notice that there's a couple of stones sort of jotted around the place that sort of allow you to look over the grass.
Ooh. I'll climb up on one of those then.
You climb up on one of those, and sort of looking around, there's tall grass everywhere. However, something interesting you see is that some of the sort of tall grass is shorter than the rest.
Is it like in a path of shorter grass, or
You may
is
assume
it
whatever
like
you want. but it's literally like some of the grass is one level, the rest of the grass is like a lower level, strangely enough.
Oh, I don't see any ruins anywhere.
You don't see any ruins? No.
I'm going to inform the rest of the party of this.
Okay.
We should go investigate grass or long grass, whichever's the suspicious one.
Yep.
Hmm.
What was that? Sorry, Iris.
We should go investigate the suspicious grass.
Okay, you head over and begin investigating the suspicious grass. And from, where are you looking in this area? Are you, looking, trying to look above the grass, or are you looking more at the ground?
Guess I'd be looking at the ground.
You look towards the ground, and the ground is, strangely enough, not really covered fully in dirt around here. It's got a lot of pebbles sort of mixed in with it. It's a lot rockier.
As I see the others doing this, I go, what's going on, guys?
Weird ground.
I walk over and have a look around that area at the ground. More looking for footprints or anything.
You look around for footprints, you don't see any footprints. Though, as I did say, the ground is sort of very rocky, strangely enough. In this field of
I'm going to move around and see where it is and isn't rocky, and if it starts to make a path, follow that path.
Give me an investigation check, please.
14.
14? I would say you guys have sort of come from a more dirty part of the area, and the rocks seem to be increasing and seem to be going slightly downhill.
I'll indicate to the party, saying that there's a bit of a path. Guys, there's a bit of a path over here. It seems to be going downhill a bit. We found a random path on our way out of town, and we must look like crazy people to the townsfolk.
Is our guide still with us?
He is. He's looking a bit embarrassed, though, that he got you guys lost.
Oh, he got us lost?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were still near the town.
No?
No, sorry. Okay, so yeah. Gonna indicate to him that we might have refound the path.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm not really like a tracker sort of person.
No, neither am I, but yeah, when you get down and low to the ground, you can find things you usually wouldn't.
Do you have any maps on you of the general area?
Maps of the general area? No. Sorry. Can't really help with that.
We should have asked for one back in town.
Yeah, maybe we should have, but I don't really think the ruins are actually, marked on a map, per se.
Yeah, we could have modified the map ourselves.
I guess so. Anyway, I'm certain we'll find it eventually. Some ruins can't be that hard to find now, can they?
Well, how about we follow this gravel path I found? It's not too obvious, but yeah.
Just do whatever you want. I'm not that good at this stuff anyway.
You're fine, you're fine. And I'm gonna start heading along the path, indicating for everyone to follow me.
And
Wait,
yeah.
this is a large flat plain area, right? Flattish.
Yeah. It's mostly flat.
Hang on, guys. I just thought of something. This area is quite flat, correct?
Yeah.
Wait here. I unfurl my wings, fly up 30 feet, and start looking around
Give me a
from a high
perception check.
vantage point. Perception check? That's 16.
16, one main thing you will notice is that the area you guys are heading to dips down quite a bit towards a small creek. However, there's a lot of sort of out-jutting stones around the area.
Yep, I'll fly down and relay that to the group. It seems we're... Yeah, so I fly down. Seems we're heading towards the creek and there is a lot of jutting out stones around there, but I think we should keep following this path. Might find something more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's the path least traveled.
Are we heading to the creek?
And you guys are heading in that general direction.
Eliza is just going to pick up some pebbles in case she can get a sling later.
Okay. Yeah, you pick up some pebbles.
Yep.
And the group, you guys head down to the small little stream that's sort of cutting through the sort of tall fields of grass.
Yep. Is it like a rocky stream?
I would say yes.
Okay. Can I make a check to see if I can find like a rock that looks like a biggish rock that would... Oh,
Yeah, I would say it's easy enough to find a biggest rock.
yep. So they were jutting out like rocks around as well.
Yeah, which is what I said.
Yep. I want to find a flattish one. Say, I think I can make like a stone knife if someone wants it, but it will take a bit of time.
Are we at the creek?
Yeah, you're at the
Yeah.
creek.
I would like to try to fish in the creek.
You
If
would like
she's
to try
going to do this.
fish in the small little creek. It's very small, but sure. Give me a survival check, please.
Can I work on that stone knife by sharpening on one of the bigger jutting out rocks?
Yep, you'll
Just
be
like
there.
grinding it?
You'll be there for a while.
Yep, that's fine. I can work on that.
11.
11. With an 11, I would say you're sort of searching up and down this small little creek, and it's tiny. You probably only spot like a couple minnows, and even then you're unable to catch any of them. However, Alara, as you are sort of looking around, you notice that some of the rocks up ahead seem to be outjutting quite far.
I'm gonna make note of this and head back, inform the others.
Yeah, you sort of make note of this and head back to the rest. Eve is still sort of sharpening the stone.
Yep. One quick thing. Could I use my spell Acid Splash, my cantrip Acid Splash, to help speed it up a little?
Sure. It's still going to take a while, though.
Yep, I'm using Acid Splash to help speed it up, though.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
Eliza's just gonna get bored and start building a dam.
Yeah, you begin building a dam, and
Just for funsies.
it's not a very powerful creek, and the water starts beginning to pool. You do see a couple minnows get trapped in the area.
There.
Just continuing to, build the dam. Giggling, like a small child. Just like, hee pedal.
Okay, what about you, Nakaste and Iris? Lumi is back and mentioned some sort of strain rock.
Bunch of rock seed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll just continue hunting around for something to eat.
Yeah, you look around.
Yeah, the costume can look good.
Huh? Yeah, and you don't really find anything, Lumi. What was that, Nakaste?
I was gonna say Nakasto looks around for anything that looks edible.
Roll me a survival check, please.
My mighty +1. I got a 4.
A 4. You're looking around and whatever there is here, it's really hiding super well. You can't see anything in this grass.
Right.
I'm gonna go dip my feet in the little puddle that, I forget names. Eliza built. Yeah. I'm gonna go play in the puddle.
We're just having fun trying to survive. I'm busy making a knife.
I think we're waiting on you to finish your knife.
Well, hey, it's a basic weapon for someone, because I'm not going to keep that for myself. I'm going to give it to one of you guys.
Who wants the knife?
I have a scythe. A sickle.
It's basically just a basic stone dagger.
Who doesn't have a weapon?
Nakasta has a shovel. Nakasta likes her shovel.
Or he doesn't have anything.
You can have the makeshift dagger.
Yeah, you guys just gonna sit there for an hour whilst Eve sort of makes the makeshift dagger? Or you guys gonna do something else?
Can I look around?
Sure, where are you looking?
He's gonna look for... no. Eliza's gonna look for food.
Okay. And Iris, can you continue what you were going to do?
Just gonna look around.
Okay, give me
See if there was anything out there.
Yeah, give me an investigation check, and Eliza, give me a survival check, please.
Oh, wow. Not one.
With
There's the protein.
that, Iris, you're sort of looking around, and this field's incredibly hard to see. You are looking sort of downstream, you're looking in the grasses. You don't see anything interesting. You decide against sort of checking the stones that Alara was talking about earlier.
No.
Okay.
While sharpening the dagger, I quickly pipe up and ask if anyone knows how to weave.
No. I would like to ask the guy who came with us if anybody in town could help me with making armor, specifically leather armor.
Unfortunately, our main weaver is a little bit, grief-stricken at the moment. So I doubt she can help you until she at least calms down a bit. Maybe tomorrow morning.
Does it say anywhere if you know how to weave?
Oh, that lady in the middle of town, she was the weaver for the village.
It won't say under tools or anything about weaving. I don't think.
If you can weave, I'm certain you can get some sort of low-paying job.
The weaving arrow's meaning was more just weave grass together to make like a basic bag.
I'm
Store stuff in.
answering the other lady's question.
I'd say Iris would know how to.
Do you have proficiency with weaver's tools?
How do you know that? I am so confused.
And if you look under, no.
Proficiency is
I know how to use a horn. What do you call
no, disguise and forgery, Iris.
it? Yeah, disguise and forgery. Could she disguise herself as a bag?
And Kat, you're looking around, and once again, you do not find anything in the field to hunt. The field is very deserted of animals you have all sort of discovered.
I'd like to look up and down the stream.
I look for bugs.
I'd like to see if I can find any, like, rough gemstones or something.
You heading upstream or downstream? Upstream where the strange rocks were, or downstream?
Let's go down.
Downstream, you begin heading downstream. Give me investigation, please.
So there we go. 10.
10. You're sort of looking around until something sort of catches your eye. Downstream, there's a bit of like old rubble which looks like it's been washed sort of away down here, and you find this strange little tiny little orb. It's very crystal and very clear.
Very interesting. It's like a little marble, basically.
Pretty much. It's surprisingly very smooth.
I do have proficiency in jeweler's tools, so what would it be to figure out what this might be?
Ooh, now what sort of check do I want to make you roll? I'm going to say, give me an intelligence check plus your proficiency modifier, please.
Uh, 19.
19. Inspecting this is very clearly no sort of gem. And maybe, you're not entirely certain, it seems to have some sort of faint trace of magic to it. Very faint.
Very, very interesting. Perhaps this will be useful later. Okay. Alara's gonna continue looking around a little bit more. Can't find anything.
Yeah, where you looking?
Just continue looking a little bit downstream.
Yeah, you continue downstream and do not find anything else interesting.
Okay. I'll head back to the group then.
Yeah, you head back to the group. What is everyone else doing?
I'm still working on the knife.
Yep, you are.
Eliza is looking for bugs.
Yes, you are looking for bugs, and I would say, where are you looking?
Under rocks.
Under rocks, upstream or downstream, or in
Just
the sort of
roughly the same area.
roughly the same area. I would say you probably find a tiny little centipede. And if you search closer near the grass, I would say you find a few crickets. But you only really hear the crickets.
I'm gonna look under rocks to try to find some like, what are they called? Wood lice.
Wood
Things like that.
lice. I would say looking for wood lice in particular here. No, you don't find any.
Okay. Anyways, I'll probably just pick up the centipede and, pinch its head off and eat it.
Yeah, you pinch the sort of centipede's head off before it can sort of turn around and nip you, and then you just sort of begin chewing it up.
I'm sorry.
I would
Oh.
say
Centipede.
Eve and the caster, you would see this.
Eve wouldn't say anything as she's eaten bugs herself.
Acosta doesn't care.
Well, there you go.
So IRL, out of character.
Aren't those things poisonous?
Some can be used.
Venomous, not poisonous.
Yeah.
That's why she got the head off. Because that's where the fangs
Yeah.
are.
If it tries to eat her, that's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah. I've actually eaten bugs in real life.
I know.
I'm a problem child.
Yes, you are.
I give it up with this. We're not making any sort of progress. Just milling about.
I found a snack.
I'm getting an actual basic weapon made.
Well, we were supposed to be finding a place which actually had weapons, but no. I think I'm just gonna head off on my own and go see if I can find this out myself.
Okay, if you want to
I
get
think it
killed,
might
do
be
that.
upstream.
Good luck.
Maybe.
I'm
You wanna get
pretty sure
killed?
upstream is the direction I want to go. I'm not 100%.
You want to get killed? Because that's how you get killed.
So I can
Oh.
do better than
If you don't want to die, just wait.
Perhaps we should check out what is upstream.
After the knife.
How finished am I with the basic dagger?
I would say you're about 3/4 finished. Not quite done yet, but getting there. And
It
you
should
guys,
be ready soonish.
yeah, you guys see the guy walks off.
One of you follow him, please.
Go follow
He's
him.
gonna go with him.
Oh, okay, you can go.
Or Alara's gonna go with him.
I'm just going back to town. I'm gonna figure out a way
Oh.
to do this by myself. Go look for your weapons. You're gonna not be particularly useful without them anyway.
Fine, we'll meet back in town.
Sure, whatever. And he heads off.
Are we going to investigate the rocks? The weird looking rocks.
Sure. Who's going to investigate the rocks with Iris?
Alara's gonna go.
Yep, you three head upstream up to the rocks. And as you guys come close to the rocks, it's clear that there's a small gap underneath the rocks, which seems to lead somewhere. You're not sure entirely where. It's dark.
Can we fit in the gap?
Yeah, I say you
Yeah.
can just sort of fit in the gap. In the caster, it's sort of like a bit of a mission to fit yourself inside, but I reckon you could probably like lie down on your side and just use your arms to sort of and legs to sort of push yourself in if you want to.
What's on the other side of this gap?
You don't know.
Sure.
It's dark. And do
Oh,
you have dark
no.
vision?
I'm a giant horse, so I'm gonna say no.
No.
Iris, go in there and tell me what's in
I
there.
don't know what's in there. I don't know if I have
Stick
dark
my head
vision.
in.
I have dark vision.
I don't know. What?
What spells do you have?
I don't know.
Check your spell list.
No. You check the spell list. What, you checked you?
Oh, okay, yeah, your spell list is entirely useless in this particular situation.
Hey, you readied that spell list. That is not on me.
Interesting.
But yeah, there's definitely something there. You guys just don't know what it is.
Can I squeeze in after Nakasta?
Nicasta, are you going in? Because I don't think.
The castle's waiting outside.
Yeah, well,
I'll go. I'm
Iris.
going in, man. Yeah, I'll kind of like just sit on Alara's shoulder. We can go on an adventure. I am tiny.
Alara, you can sort of slip in the gap with Iris on your shoulder.
Okay. What do I see inside this cave thingy?
Inside this cave, you see this area is almost sort of like a square section of a very old house. Like anything that was in here is like pretty much mostly rotten away. There's like old pieces of trash and like random sort of bits that have been thrown in here, probably by some teenagers and children in the nearby village who've found this place. It's old, it's musky down here.
Okay.
Is there a door to
gonna
another
head
part of
deeper inside and look around, see if I can find anything that can be used as a weapon.
Sure, give me an investigation check, please.
I'll help him. Sorry.
18.
18. And you begin sort of looking around the area. And for like a brief second, you feel like this flash of movement to the side.
How far away from me?
Not too far away from you. Fairly close. Probably near your feet.
Oh, like a mouse or something?
You look in the direction and it seems to be a small lizard.
Ooh.
Friend.
How small? Are we talking like a tiny lizard?
Yeah, tiny little lizard.
Okay, then I will not attempt to eat it. I will continue on my way.
Yeah, and what did you get again? 18?
18, yes.
Yeah, sort of looking around this place, you come into the next room and you're just sort of looking around the main sort of floor area and sort of off in the distance a little bit further, and whatever this place is, you see like this pile of what seems to be metal at first glance. Like, you're not entirely certain what it is, it's a little bit too far away. It's just like at the very end of your range of dark vision. Also, Iris, give me a perception check, please.
Mm-hmm.
Needs investigating. Or at disadvantage, because I don't believe you've got dark vision.
At disadvantage?
Yes, please.
I rolled 4 twice.
4 twice?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this would be fun. Hey, Alara. Does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
Yeah,
You have no armor, remember?
You sort of feel something like sticky comes towards you, and you are now stuck in what seems to be some sort of webbing.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Spider.
And
Bitter.
Oh no.
Booter.
roll initiative, please.
I did fuck up. Got a 19.
a 19. Okay, I need what's your dexterity modifier?
That's a good question. +2.
+2. Okay, you are going second.
Yay.
Okay, and what about you, Alara? What did you get?
7.
A 7?
Yes.
Okay. And Alara, as soon as you feel this sort of sticky webbing sort of restraining you, you sort of hear the clicking of 8 legs crawling across the ceiling where you weren't looking. Because you were looking on the ground for weapons and anything you could use. And this thing sort of jumps off the ceiling and attempts to bite you. Does a 15 hit?
Yeah. Again, we all don't have armor, so we
Yes.
have like an AC of
I
nothing
should have
higher
given
than a
you guys
12.
Should have given one anyway.
Alara, you take 11 damage. As this thing just comes down and bites you sort of like near the neck. And you probably sort of fall backwards into the sort of webbing as this giant spider is on you. Iris, what are you doing? You sort of feel Alara go down next to you.
I want to. Can I do Toll of the Dead on it?
Sure. I believe I need to make a save. Con save?
Wisdom. Saving throw.
Well, yeah, it succeeds. Roll damage, please. Natural 1.
8 damage.
8 damage, and you strike the spider with sort of the bell and bring, and you can hear it just sort of shrieking. And Alara, you're able to get up, but you are still restrained currently by the webs.
Would we have heard the bell, or?
I would say
we-
only Nakasta would hear the bell.
Okay.
And Nakasta, I would say you hear sounds of fighting down in the area.
Well, how dark is it in there? Are they in pitch black?
Yes.
Get your ass down here.
Screw it. I guess I'll try to muscle my way in there.
Yeah, you sort of have to you have to drop prone. It's a little bit of a wiggle to get through there, but you drop inside this area. And you can hear sort of the fighting sort of straight ahead.
Joy.
What are you doing? Also, roll me initiative, please.
I want to do it. I want to do it. I like the sound of the dice. 3.
Well, shit.
Okay, Alara, what are you doing?
Have the spider make a DC 13 dex save.
Okay. That is a success.
Okay, well, it takes 1 damage anyway.
Yeah, and you sort of attempt to get it with its brief weapon, but sort of the webs are sort of hindering your motion, and you only just sort of scrape it on the sort of on its like back, pretty much. And anything else?
No, literally can't do anything else.
Nakasta, your turn.
Do I know where anyone is in relation to me?
You know they're in front of you. Like directly in front of you. Somewhere.
Somewhere. Well, that's not the best. Because I have a shovel and a desire for violence, but I can't see anyone to hit.
Exactly.
This make me sad. I am a sad Nicasta.
Try to hit it anyway?
Fuck it. Do I hear any weird noises?
Give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Spidery noises?
Yeah, give me a perception check at disadvantage, please.
At disadvantage? Fucking woo.
Mm-hmm.
Variations.
5.
Whoa! I got a 5.
You're sort of attempting to listen around, and the sort of noises all echoing around you, and you're sort of struggling. It's making you a bit dizzy, to be honest.
Well, I'm gonna pick a direction, and I'm gonna take a swing with my shovel.
Okay, you're moving forward towards the sound of the fighting first, though?
Yep.
Okay.
What?
Roll to hit at disadvantage, please.
Okay, so this spider beat my passive perception with a stealth roll.
No, it's because it's unarmed hooves.
Oh.
What do I roll?
Just roll the unarmed one.
Okay.
I am actually wielding a shovel, but I don't have a shovel-specific attack roll.
12.
Got a 12.
A 12 to hit. And you go to hit the spider, and you sort of hear Alara say stop as you nearly hit Alara with your shovel. Accidentally.
Oops.
That's not what I wanted to hit with my shovel at all.
At least you know where Lara is now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yep. Anything else?
I don't really have much else to do, really.
Okay.
No, that's it for me.
And this spider sort of whirls round and attacks you this time instead, Nakasa. And you take 8 piercing damage.
Ow.
This thing is feisty.
Fucking dead once I find the damn thing.
Once you can find it. Iris, what are you doing?
I will do the same thing. I will do a Toll of the Dead on it.
Okay. And that is a wisdom save from me. And does a 14 succeed?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have no luck this time. It seems to be, well, at least have wisened up to your spells now, Iris. And Alara, what are you doing?
So is there still web on the ground?
Yes, you are still stuck in webbing.
Okay. And what is it to get out of said webbing?
It would be a strength check.
Okay.
Or you could attempt attacking it. Whatever you want.
I'm gonna go ahead and transform, and that's an action actually, so I can't get out of the webbing. That's annoying. I guess we'll just try to cut the webbing.
Okay, roll to hit, please.
Boy, an 11.
An 11 hits. Roll damage.
Would it we say it was? 2d4 plus something?
I believe so. Would you like me to look it up?
5 damage.
5 damage, and you cut away the webbing around you. Anything else?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, and caster.
I'm gonna move like 15 feet away from the spider.
No disengage?
Thought it was attacking somebody else. I can't see the battle map, so I don't know where everything is.
It's in
next
terms
to
of
me,
what you
then
can
no.
see, it's like right next to you. Nakasta is also right next to you, and Iris is sort of to your right currently.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just be my turn then.
Okay. And Nakasta, what are you doing?
Oh. Do I have a better idea of where the spider is?
You've got a better idea of where it is. It's still dark.
I would like to apply shovel.
Okay. Please roll to hit at disadvantage, please.
Mm. 23.
And you take out your shovel, and now that you've got a better sort of sense of where the spider is, you sort of grab your shovel and bang! Sort of bring it straight down on the spider. Roll damage, please.
What do I roll for damage on the shovel?
That's a good question. What do we roll for damage on shovel?
I'm going to say it's probably not a regular weapon, so I'm going to say 1d4 plus your strength.
1d4 plus strength. Okay.
Yep.
4.
4 damage, and you guys all hear this sort of echo out in this sort of area as you're fighting. Anything else to caster?
No.
Nope.
The feeling of smugness, is that a thing? Do I roll for that?
And this spider really does not sort of want to give up, and it targets. Let's go Iris this time. It sort of tries to dash right through Nakasta and attempts to bite Iris. And Iris, you see this sort of spider just comes towards you, and suddenly you take 10 damage.
Fuck.
And you're nearly sort of knocked out of the air and knocked out entirely. You can sort of feel how much damage and pressure this thing is putting on you. So, Iris, what are you doing in retaliation?
Oh. Okay. That is a... Oh no. That is a... Light fucky wucky. How much HP does this thing have?
We should apply more violence.
Okay. I will be doing the Toll of the Dead thing again.
Okay. That is a failure on my end, so please roll 1d12, I believe it is.
Yeah. Do I do whatever? Yeah.
And this time you sort of feel the bite in your shoulder from the sort of spider and the pressure it's putting on you, and you like freak out, cast the spell, and you can hear the spider like and as it sort of twitches and like tends to sort of almost scatter away, and it almost sounds like it's fairly injured because it sounds like it's now hobbling.
Is it moving out of my attack range?
It is not. So, Alara, what are you doing?
Make me another dex saving throw.
Okay. That is a success.
Okay, 7 damage halved.
Yeah, and you sort of inhale and blast at the thing, and you can hear it go and sort of shrivel away. But it is still up, Alara. And the caster, your turn. You just heard it get like this absolute beating from the rest of the party.
I want to hit it with my shovel.
No, it would be funny if you missed.
A disadvantage.
I would be very upset if I missed, but that would be understandable. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
Disadvantage.
if you weren't at disadvantage, that would be a natural 20. However, you take your shovel and attempt to strike it, but hit the wall instead.
ah,
And you feel your shovel almost caves in, partially, from like the sort of force of your blow.
right now I have a bent shovel.
And next, the spider sort of freaking out at this point is going to attempt to make a run for it. And you guys see the spider sort of attempts to disengage from you guys and begins rushing over to sort of the entrance where you guys came in.
I'm not letting it get away.
I think the fuck not.
It's fairly far away
Apply
now.
the-
It's about 60 feet as Iris, your turn. You're not entirely sure what the spider is, but you can hear it sort of trying to rush away. Towards it.
Is 60 feet away? That's
Can
still
move
within
towards
range.
it, and then, yeah, actually would be.
So, I would like to do the thing again.
Okay.
Do the thing!
Does a 13 succeed?
Attack, save, wisdom is 13. So I want to
Makes it
say
beat.
yes.
And you sort of cast your spell, and this thing is like freaking out. It's like running away, and your spell sort of almost fizzles just slightly, and you hear this sort of audible as it
I believe it still takes. It's a save. It still takes half damage.
It depends what type it is. It's Toll the Dead, so it doesn't.
Yeah, Toll of the Dead does half damage.
Does it?
Pretty sure.
I do not believe it does. Yeah, no, I was right. Alara, it is your turn now.
Oh, I guess it doesn't. I'm gonna chase after it.
Okay, how are you chasing after it?
What do you mean?
Like, you're dashing... How much movement are you using?
All
All of it?
yes.
Yeah, you're sort of rushing over to the spider and just sort of, like, catch up to it, but it's on the ceiling. Sort of attempting to scuttle out. Nikasta, you can hear the spider sort of rushing towards the entrance. What are you doing? You also hear Alara sort of rush after it as well. And Iris spell, you just sort of hear this faint fizzling sound.
I
I mean-
tried.
Oh wait,
I
actually,
still want to hit it with my shovel.
I didn't think about this. Can I throw this? Can I throw a sickle?
So you're just gonna instead move 30 feet and throw the sickle?
Yeah, why not?
I've honestly...
I didn't think about that. I was like, I don't have anything ranged. I was like, wait a minute. No, I can just throw something at it.
let's see if it can even be thrown. Okay. So, roll to hit, please. And I'm going to say it's not easily thrown, so roll at disadvantage, please.
$11.
And you throw your sickle at it, and it misses. So you're going to be instead 30 feet away from it. And the caster,
Yes.
your turn.
Shovel.
Shovel.
Yep.
This thing's quite far away, and you can sort of see it at the very end.
Wait, how far away is it?
60 feet.
60 feet. Give me 1 moment.
Okay.
That's more than the distance I can cover, sadly.
Okay.
Well,
You can charge, can't you?
I mean, yeah, but charge, I have to move 30 feet
Yeah, it's 60 feet
to
away.
be able to hit it, but I only have 40 feet of movement, so I'd stop short.
You only have 40
Good.
feet of movement.
And then just wang what remains of my shovel at it. I'll throw my shovel at it.
Yeah, you're going to throw the shovel at it?
Yep.
I would say
Yeah.
you have to move sort of 20 feet up, and then you attempt to throw the shovel, and...
So I should... I want to move my full walking distance of 40 feet closer to it and then throw my shovel at it.
Sure, you throw your sort of shovel at it, and again, I'm going to get you to roll at disadvantage because the shovel's sort of bent. It's not going to easily fly at this thing. So roll.
Man, boom, a shovel. Shovel ring.
16.
16 hits. Roll damage, please. I would say 1d4 plus strength.
24. 4 again.
Every day's a good day when you're wanging a shovel at things.
And you throw the shovel at it and sort of hit it right on the legs, and suddenly it sort of collapses to the floor and begins sort of shriveling up. You can just sort of barely see it in the entrance light.
Gross.
Nice shot.
And you also see the shovel goes like right out the entrance, and as it does, Eliza, you're busy making the dam, searching for bugs, and you sort of are looking up for like a brief second and see this shovel sort of flying out as Eve, you finish carving your dagger up, and just see the bent shovel just go like into
Finally, my dig is done. Yeah. So I see the shovel as well.
Yeah, it's decently far upstream.
Yeah, I'm going to start running towards where it came from.
Sure.
Curious. Liza's just gonna follow.
Yeah. By the way, as Eve passes you while running, she's going to pass you the stone dagger.
Okay.
Yeah, and you get to the sort of entrance to like this area, and you see like some of the grass to the side has sort of been flattened by this very bent looking shovel. Like the old rusted metal, because it doesn't have one of these wooden handles but a metal one, is sort of like bent. And looks like it's taken some good
are we
whack.
beside the hole?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I just look into it. I can see fine, it's just grayscale because I have dark vision.
Yeah, you see just sort of like in it. I think you can only see Alara and the caster.
Yeah. What happened? Oh, do I see the spider though?
Yes, you would.
I jump down into the hole and just look at the others and just go over to the spider. And does it have fangs?
Yes, it would.
I rip off one of its fangs.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yep, fang dagger.
They're tiny, pretty tiny.
Yeah. Okay, I grab both of them. Hold on to them.
Okay.
Darts. Fang darts.
Okay.
I will find a way to use anything
Sure.
I get.
I'm not gonna stop you. Eliza, what are you doing? You've just seen sort of Eve, like, jump down into this area.
What's going on?
Seems they were fighting a spider while I was making my knife. Oh, well, your knife.
Is it dead?
Looks like it. I've got its fangs.
Squish it to make sure it's dead.
Yep. I'm going to take the spell. I'm going to take the spell Chill Touch and just touch it with that spell.
Okay. Roll to hit, please.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You sort of touch it, and you see this sort of ice begins going over it, and you hear this.
And I rolled max damage.
You hear this little tiny like. Oh, that black.
So it wasn't dead yet. I rolled max damage as well. So yeah, dead now.
Good.
Can we take a short rest?
Sure, you can take a short rest.
I'm fine. I think I'll work on trying to make stuff out of the spider's corpse.
I'm gonna take a short rest.
Sure, you guys can take a short rest. Eve, I think you can get maybe 1 lot of spider silk.
Yes!
Spider?
I can use that to make a bow at some point.
Mm.
I could use that to make weapons.
But yeah, and you guys have a fairly peaceful long rest down here. Fortunately, nothing else attacks you, though you do feel a couple of bugs sort of scatter over some of your arms and legs. You also see, like, the lizard shows up at some point.
Yeah, so should I just add, like, the silk rope for the spider silk?
No, just sort of add it in other possessions.
Okay. How much was it?
1 lot of spider silk.
Okay. While the others are resting, I'm going to look around this area. See if I can find anything else.
Yeah.
See if I can find anything useful in here.
Looking around further on in the room where I mentioned all that metal stuff, you sort of see, as you sort of enter that room, there's like a whole heap of like webbing to sort of the side, like fairly old, fairly dirty webbing. And to the right hand side, you see like a whole like group of sort of metal items.
I go and see what kind of metal items are in that pile.
Yeah, you sort of scavenge around the pile. You find this sort of almost hoop of sharpened metal, and it seems to have almost been purposely built, but it's sort of sharpened around the outside and looks like it could deal some sort of damage. You're not entirely sure. Certain what
I'm going. If it's like stuck together, I'll use acid splash to like.
No, it's just like 2 hoops.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it.
Let me see if I can find an image.
Okay.
They do look fairly old.
Yeah, I'll still take it. Metal is metal. When we're scavenging for our weapons, anything works.
This shows 3 of them.
Ooh. Ooh. Those are actually...
They are fairly rusty, though.
Yep, still, we can still use those.
They are also...
Yeah,
Also, like, yeah. When you're also sort of looking around, there's also what seems to be some very, very sort of old, like the leather's been almost eaten away by bugs, but these sort of clawed gloves. 2 of them, but they seem to be in fairly poor condition, like everything here. There's also, like, as you sort of continue looking, I would imagine in some of the spiders where you find what seems to be an old, very old Yumi.
Yumi?
Yes. Y-U-M-I. It's almost like a ranged weapon. And to the side, you find, like, some very old arrows. Like most of them are
Oh.
pretty bent.
An old Yumi is like a bow?
Yeah. It's like, imagine
Yeah.
a very, very long bow.
Yes, I looked up an image.
And there seems to be some other stuff further through the spider webs, but it's going to take a while to get through.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the.
So yeah, I'll take the Yumi out to Eliza and the pretty much those rings out to the group and let them know what I found.
Also, you managed to find 16 like normal arrows, so 16 that aren't broken.
Okay, yeah, I'll take them too. Yeah, but I'm keeping the gloves. I want gloves.
They're not really gloves. They've sort of got claws on the back of them. They're more like weapons, really.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I will give them to someone else then.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll give them to. I'll give the gloves to Alara, the bow to, Eliza, and I will give the rings to Nakasa and apologize to Iris, saying couldn't find anything else.
Also,
Actually, yeah.
Never mind.
Actually, I take out the two spider fangs that I found that I grabbed off the spider and give them to her, saying, "Use these like daggers. They'll probably be the right size for you, since she's a tiny creature."
Works.
Can I use them as daggers?
Yeah, sure. They work as daggers for you.
Yes! We found a way to arm everyone.
As I mentioned before, there's another area that seems to continue on, but the
Yeah,
webs are going to take a while to sort of remove.
Yeah, I let them know about that. I could just burn the webs, but I look around and this area is looking like it's pretty wooden. Don't want to cause a fire. Wait, I have a better idea. And you guys, grab my hands, or just whatever, and I just hold it.
They're all sort of still resting at the moment.
Okay.
Eliza.
Yeah,
I'll
I
just wait
just
for us.
get to Eliza to follow me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I just hold out my hand so she can grab it so I can guide her.
Let's just wait for everyone else to be, ready first, so we don't get
Smart.
killed
Smart.
immediately.
Sorry. Sometimes I leap before I think.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you guys can wait for everyone to finish their short rest.
Yeah.
And continue on. I will mention you've only really sort of like brushed over the surface of what's sort of in these rooms, really, Eve, during the time.
Yeah.
This is where you found the weapons.
Yeah.
I'd like to search the area once we're all awake.
Give me an investigation to search
yeah,
your gallery.
Yeah, can I just have a firebolt in my hand to act like the light spell?
Sure.
Yeah, so I don't throw this. It could start burning stuff, but I'm trying to keep it controlled.
Is anybody helping me with my investigation?
Oh, help me.
Yeah. And Iris and sort of Alara, you team up and begin sort of combing the area a lot more in these sort of rooms. And you find what seems to be a very old holy symbol.
What do you want?
Oh.
Just immediately. And
We
with the
recognize-
21 between you two, I would say you guys find some other very interesting things. You find an old dice. You also find a couple of nails, like a whole heap of them, like the old, very old, thick sort of kind. And
Nails.
like continuing sort of looking around, you also find something really weird, Iris.
Ooh.
You see like this tiny small gap between a few bricks.
Can I fit through the gaps?
Yes, you can.
I will look through the gap.
Yeah, you sort of fit through the gap and you immediately see this sort of lizard in the tiny little gap, and sort of behind it in its nest you can see what seems to be something shiny. It's sort of glinting of the light of Eve's sort of fire light.
Creative use of spells.
I'm gonna try to go by the lizard and get this shiny. I like shiny.
Yeah,
I want shiny.
This thing just sort of looks at you, sort of sticks out its tongue and sort of darts off as you reach into its nest filled with all like small little metal pieces, and you sort of take out what seems to be this tiny little charm. It's got several scratches on it and like a very old and sort of like half rotted tassel on it, but it seems very interesting, and you immediately sort of feel this sort of arcane influence to it.
Is there anything else in my little hole?
In your little hole, if you really want to know, there is a tiny little fairy trinket.
Can I have it? Can I have the fairy trinket?
You can grab the fairy trinket. I would say there's a tiny piece of parchment in there. And also, I would say, let me just check something real quick. I would say you find one sort of very old playing card.
Okay, I take the playing card. It is mine.
You pick up this playing card and roll me a d20, please.
Oh no, it's a dick of
feel like
mini card.
I feel like I'm going to immediately regret this decision.
Maybe, maybe not.
It's a dick of
14?
mini card.
2 free wishes.
14.
You sort of flip it over, and on one side it seems to have this sort of ogre, which is wearing like this old hat, which is sort of dangling down in front of its face, and it seems to be casting some sort of spell. Nothing happens, though. And this thing seems really old, but surprisingly, it seems to have accumulated no damage whatsoever.
Very
Interesting.
interesting.
I am going to take my goodies out of my tiny hole into the room with everyone else to show them. And possibly give someone the parchment so that they can make some sort of map.
It's like really, really small. You're not going to be able to fit much on it.
Maybe
Okay,
you could be the map maker and be the map reader.
I will make a tiny map then.
Okay. And I'll get you to that to you next session.
Awesome.
But yeah, what are you guys all
Thank
doing?
you.
I'm hearing. Oh, you go, Lemmy.
I assume that we both want to do the same thing and head deeper into the...
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Head to the area that's more webbed like.
Okay. You guys head to the area that's more web-like. It's covered in web, but it's going to take a while to clear by hand.
Okay.
Back on a short rest.
Guys,
Let's see.
hang on. And stay where you are, do not move in front of me. Take away the firebolt and start using acid splash on the webs to melt them.
That's
Okay.
not...
Roll to hit, please, and roll damage.
It's a DC 13 saving throw.
What type?
It is dexterity.
Dex? Yeah, that automatically hits. Roll damage then.
That's 3 damage.
Yeah, and with that, it's pretty slow going and maybe takes you half an hour, but eventually you guys manage to get rid of the webs. And
Yep.
onwards, there seems to be a small little area of stairs that seem to lead
Yeah.
downwards.
I go back to the group, activate Firebolt as light spell again, so they can see. And let them know about the stairs I saw.
Okay.
Do you guys want to head further, or...
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go.
Okay, and you guys descend down the stairs, and as you descend, you come across what almost seems to be a very old laboratory. It seems like no one has been down here in a very, very long time.
Ooh. I'm gonna look around immediately.
I will look around as well.
Investigation check, the both of you.
Net 1.
Yeah, you sort of begin looking around, and this stuff looks interesting, but nothing really catches your eye, Eve.
Okay.
And Iris, what a 5. You do not have any bill luck. The room is filled with like all sorts of like old vials. There's like a very old sort of tattered book, which seems to be like a little bit fancy, just on one of the desks. Surprisingly, it does not have as much wear as you would expect from this place. And you don't notice anything else too spectacular down here.
I'm gonna go read the book. See if it knows anything about the weird symbol upstairs.
You open up this book, and the first sort of paragraph seems to be detailed by a person called Knox. Shall type that out. And
Give me a...
it says, just sort of on the front, it's been a very long time, but I think I have finally sort of found what I'm looking for. It seems that ancient magic, or what it used to be called, at least, due to the old ancientness of it, really, they could have come up with a more creative name. I digress. Ancient magic is slowly becoming a thing once again. I'm surprised it even died out to begin with. The magic of machines. Combination of spells and machines. Brilliant combination. However, what if we were to combine the effect with blood magic? The magic of life force. Now, would it be possible to create some sort of living robot?
Oh no.
Must test this out.
Oh no.
Oh no, I think I know what's attacking the town.
Slight idea. Just a little.
Maybe.
I have a slight idea as well, and I'm scared.
You're gonna read even further into this book? Iris?
Yup.
Oh,
Yup.
make me a wisdom save, please.
Yay. 6.
6. As you open the next page, you see, like, for like a split second, a bunch of tears sort of appear on the paper, and suddenly you take 3 ancient damage.
3 ancient.
You can't just make random damage types. What do you mean, ancient damage?
Are we able to get resistances to these types of damage?
Who knows? There are a couple of damage types.
Yeah.
Can one of them be emotional damage?
Yeah. Emotional damage.
They'd just like to roast somebody so hard they take emotional damage.
No, that's psychic.
You gotta open the page. Iris?
Motion magic.
Yep. Why not?
Yep, okay. You open up the next page, and the next page details a year, maybe 100 or so years back, I believe. Let me just double check my notes, because I do need to get this specifically right. Yep, 100 years ago. You sort of see the details on it, say, I'm heading, I believe it is northwest. I'm heading to a town. They've got what I need there. And I'm hoping to rise up the ranks and get what I need to begin my own personal quest.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to leave this here. I think the local law enforcement is onto me. At least I believe so. Anyway, this will be my last sort of journal. I know it wasn't much, but still. Goodbye. Signed, Knox.
Keep this guy in mind. Might be useful later.
But yeah, all the rest of the pages seem to be empty and usable.
I'm gonna take the
Ooh.
book
Okay.
and give it. Who has the best handwriting?
I would say that would be Eve.
Probably just.
Yeah, my character would probably have the best handwriting.
Okay, I'm gonna give the journal to you, and tell the group what I found in the journal.
I will note, Eve, the journal seems to be attunable.
Oh.
And what about the rest of you? What are you guys doing?
I would like to look around the room. I want to look at all these vials and see if there's any vials that would be useful.
Yeah, you begin looking around the room at all, like, the vials, and give me an investigate. Actually, give me a nature check, please.
A nature check.
I'll help. Can I do a look too?
Sure,
Ooh,
roll with
it makes-
advantage, Alara.
Yay.
It's still a 9.
With a 9, you begin looking around the room. You do note that you see about 5 different strange sort of tipped arrows around the room, which seems like they can sort of be used for a bow or something. However, the vials do seem to contain at least some interesting items. As you sort of look, there seems to be, like, one of the vials seems to be filled with this almost glowing white liquid. And another one of the vials seems to be filled with this sort of unknown green liquid.
Oh no. The unknown potions.
I'll stash them for later. I assume I have something to carry some vials in, or can find something.
Yeah, I would say finding a small satchel in this place is fairly easy.
Okay, I'm gonna add that to my inventory as bag of mystery potions.
Okay. Let me just note some things down. And was that a 16 on investigation, Iris? Just gonna do your own thing. I would say, oh no, nature check. You're gonna try and determine what the other potions are?
Yep. 16.
16. With a 16, I would say the second potion, it's got this sort of weird look to it. Like, you're thinking it's made of Dunav root. It's sort of like this root that's very known for its like psychic connection to other plants.
Ooh, druid.
I would like to put it in the mystery potion satchel.
Okay. As I said, two potions between you and Alara. I was mostly able to identify the second one. And I did state there were 5 strange tipped arrows around the room. That you also
We should give that to the person with
That'd be useful for our bow person.
Yeah. While they're doing that, after I get the book, I'm going to go and grab any unbroken vials that are empty.
I can say you could probably grab around 3.
Okay. And is there like another satchel around that I could carry them in?
There are no satchels. However, you do sort of find this old sort of piece of leather. Very, very old and like very, very thin. Probably can't carry much if you turn it into something.
Okay, I quickly look around to see if there are any like needles or like basic needles.
No needles.
Okay. Okay, can't do sewing then. What I'm gonna do is knapsack kind of thing. Like I'm just gonna put the vials in the middle of the leather, and then tie it up with the spider string that I have.
Okay. And it's mostly secure. You think it will probably hold.
Yeah. I'll remove my spider silk and bag.
What about the rest of you guys?
I would like continue looking around this place. Perhaps we can find.
I just gotta try and find some bugs for snacks.
Give me an abyss. Actually, give me a survival check, please.
Oh no. You're gonna end up getting called the bug girl.
I don't care. That's a 6.
A 6. You're sort of looking around and you see this almost shiny looking bug. It's got 6 legs, it's very small, and it seems to be made of maybe some sort of gear. And it sees you and immediately scuttles underneath one of the benches, like right through a wall.
Aww. I go try and,
Can I follow?
get it somehow?
Yeah, you try to get it and your hand goes directly through the wall.
This wall's weird.
I look over to her.
I go over to wall. I'm gonna go through the wall.
Yeah, you head through the wall. It seems to be like this very tiny, small square passage where you can just, like, a normal person can just barely fit.
I'm going to join her.
Okay, all 3 of you heading through?
Yes.
Yeah, and you guys sort of head through this tiny little passage. I would assume, Eliza, you're leading the way?
Yep.
Yeah, and you guys begin sort of
Trying to find the bug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've still got my flame going.
You begin sort of crawling through this area, like with sort of flame behind you, and you just barely see the little bug sort of scuttling away. And soon enough, you sort of exit through this small little passageway and come into a room. There's sort of like a broken gate onto your left, and inside this room, you immediately see as Eve comes out with her light, you see this strange sort of gear-like contraption in the center of the room.
Ooh. I want to touch it.
Yeah, you head up and go to touch it, and suddenly you see a barrier go into place.
Can we see what's making the barrier?
give me an Arcana check, please.
Can I help with that?
Sure. Advantage.
$16.
16. You're not entirely certain what's making the barrier. It's likely that magic circle inside the barrier, and if so, it's gonna take a lot to sort of dispel it. But it seems very, very important and very, very powerful magic. Iris.
Do we want to get rid of the barrier?
Well, I think we should leave it for now and see what else is in this room. Something.
There's nothing else in this room. It's literally just a room with this sort of strange, sort of ancient contraption in the center. I will mention there's like a magic circle around it, and it's got like this massive, almost power source in the center of it.
Barry's gonna look for more. Eliza's gonna look for more bugs to eat.
I'd say as you're looking for the bugs, you don't see any like normal bugs around here, but you managed to grab the mechanical one.
I think you can eat that.
I poke it.
You poke it and it immediately sort of curls up into a ball.
It's friend shaped.
If not friend, then why friend shaped?
Just gently pats it to see if it's going to uncurl.
Yeah, this thing sort of uncurls and just sort of looks up at you, blinking with its sort of luminous eyes.
Robo bug friend.
And
You want to be my friend?
it sort of looks to the side, looks at you, and just gives a nod.
You're my great friend.
You've got a little robo bug friend.
And that's where I'm going to end the session.
Party pet. Little robo bug is party pet.
Well, anyway, Eve, what was your favourite moment?
Probably. What was my favourite moment? I actually have to think about this. Come back to me.
Yeah, Eliza. Favourite moment, please?
Rubberbug.
I like robo bug too.
Lumi, favourite moment, please?
Come back to me in a minute.
Nakasta? Favourite moment?
Knocking out a spider with a shovel.
Iris? Favourite moment, please?
Getting a fairy trinket.
Hey! Eve? Do you have a moment?
Come back to me, I'm sorry. Do Lumi for
Finding little glass orb. The river. I still want to know what it goes to.
Who knows? Anyway, you're still struggling at Eve.
no, I thought of one. Bug friend.
Yep, so how did I do? Any feedback? What's your guys' favourite session so far?
For me, it's probably last session. But yeah, I've liked it so far altogether.
Eliza?
I just like when I get to be sassy as fuck.
Yup.
Well, we've got time for plenty of sass. What about you, Alara?
I say I liked last session better.
Yeah, any particular reason why, guys?
It just felt a little more action packed. Like
More
it felt
sass.
like we were getting to know people as well, and yeah.
Yeah, we're probably going to get to more action-packed stuff a little bit later on. Hopefully? Hopefully.
Because it felt like we were actually making a connection with people instead of like just going out and gathering our equipment.
Yep, but unfortunately,
Like-
sometimes we need to gather equipment.
Yes, that's understandable. Today's session was fine.
Yeah.
Just yesterday we felt like we were more making a connection and actually helping someone.
Well, we should see about that in the coming days.
Let's hope we can actually clear that kid's name.
Yep, you guys have a motivation. Nikasta
Yes,
and
we do. Clearing a kid's name.
Iris, what about you two?
I know, I personally preferred this session.
Okay.
I have no feedback. Didn't get forgotten. It was great.
Nikasta?
Yeah. I like this session.
Okay. Anyway, you guys are free to go now.
Yeah.
Or just talk.
Yeah.